What is up, you guys? I wanted to come to you guys with my NXT Chicago Takeover review. I want to talk about the women's War Games match. I thought the women's War Games match was really good. I enjoyed seeing the women be the first match on the show for NXT Chicago Takeover War Games. I thought that was really cool. I really like seeing the women get a big spot and get a match in the first hour of NXT War Games Chicago. I thought that was really cool. I enjoyed seeing the women, put on a great show. I'm gonna say the women were the best part of the first hour of NXT War Games. The women put on the best match of the night, in my opinion. I thought the women put on a pretty good first match for NXT Chicago Takeover War Games. I thought the women did a great job. I really enjoyed the women's match. I really enjoyed the women's match, man. The women went out and had a great match for NXT Chicago Takeover War Games. I thought they were the best match of the night, in my opinion. They did everything that could have been done. I mean, great spots in the match. The women went out there and completely destroyed each other. Great match by the women at NXT Takeover Chicago last night. I mean, they absolutely put it all on the line last night, and the women absolutely stole the show at NXT Takeover War Game Chicago last night. The women went out there and absolutely stole the show. Great match by the women. I thought the women did a great job. I thought the women put on a very good match. So I'm gonna give the women's match a 9 out of 10 because I thought the women's match was very good for NXT Takeover Chicago War Games. I thought the match was really good. I did enjoy it. These women went out there and absolutely destroyed each other. And I like Dakota Kai turning heel. I thought that was really cool. I like how they portrayed Dakota Kai's heel turn. I really like that. That was really awesome. I like how Dakota Kai ended up turning heel on Tegan Knox. That was really cool. So big up to Dakota Kai on turning heel. That's really cool. I like that. That's an awesome spot. I like how they made that look with Dakota Kai attacking Negan Tegan Knox inside the structure that kept the people in War Games from getting out. I like that. That was really cool. But I thought the women of NXT really did a good job last night at NXT Chicago. I thought the women from NXT did a great job last night in NXT Takeover Chicago War Games. I thought the women were the best match of the night. I really liked the women. The women did a great job. They went out there and destroyed each other. And like I said, I liked Dakota Kai's heel turn. I liked that as well. That was well done as well. So I'm gonna give the women's match for NXT for I'm gonna give the women's match for NXT Takeover Chicago a 9 out of 10. I think the women were the best match of the night, and that's my. So let's get on to the second match of the night: Finn Balor versus Matt Riddle. This was a pretty good match between Finn Balor and Matt Riddle at NXT Takeover Chicago War Games last night. This was a pretty good match between the two. Matt Riddle can go in the ring. Finn Balor can go in the ring as well. I like seeing the serious side of Finn Balor because I don't like smiley Finn Balor like this, out there cheesing. I don't like that because it makes Finn Balor look weak. It makes him look like a goof when he comes out there smiling. It's like, okay, fan. I mean, we get it, but be serious, bro. I like the more serious side of Prince Devitt, aka Finn Balor. I like this match between him and Matt Riddle last night at NXT Takeover Chicago War Games. I really like this match between the two. Matt Riddle and Finn Balor had a good match. I really did enjoy it. This match between Matt Riddle and Finn Balor was really good. I did enjoy this match. Great spots in the match, great storytelling. Finn Balor looked like the Finn Balor of old from when he first debuted in WWE. That's the Finn Balor I wanted to see. I wanted to see the more serious side of Finn Balor, and last night that's what we got with Finn Balor, the more serious side. I like that, and I like how Finn Balor was not cheesing. I like how he just went out there and took care of business last night at NXT TakeOver Chicago War Games against Matt Riddle. That was a good match between the two. I like that. And Finn Balor ended up picking up the win over Matt Riddle last night at NXT TakeOver Chicago War Games. And Team Ripley ended up defeating Team Baszler last night at NXT TakeOver Chicago War Games in the first match. So Team Ripley went over on Team Baszler last night in the first match at NXT TakeOver War Games last night. So I just want to tell you about that as well. And I want to talk about the triple threat match between Killian Dane, Damian Priest, and Pete Dunne. This was another good match. Pete Dunne is Pete Dunne is a beast. Damian Priest can also go. Killian Dane is a beast inside the ring as well. These guys put on a great show last night. Great storytelling in this match with Killian Dane, Pete Dunne, and Damian Priest last night at NXT TakeOver Chicago War Games for the number one contendership for the NXT Championship. These men absolutely destroyed each other. These men went out there and left it out on the line last night at NXT Chicago TakeOver War Games. Damian Priest, Killian Dane, and Pete Dunne absolutely went out and had a great match last night at NXT TakeOver Chicago War Games for the number one contendership for the NXT Championship. These men absolutely destroyed each other and went out there and had a great match. I mean, Killian Dane is a beast. Damian Priest can go also. Pete Dunne is a beast inside the ring as well. These men absolutely went out there and tore the house down. This was the second best match of the night, in my opinion. I thought the triple threat was really good between Damian Priest, Killian Dane, and Pete Dunne last night for the number one contendership for the NXT Championship last night at NXT TakeOver Chicago War Games. I thought this match was really good, and Pete Dunne ended up picking up the win over Damian Priest and Killian Dane to become the new number one contender for Adam Cole's NXT Championship. And Pete Dunne will face Adam Cole tonight at Survivor Series for the NXT Championship. That's going to be a good match. But yeah, last night at NXT TakeOver Chicago War Games, Pete Dunne, Damian Priest, Killian Dane absolutely went out and stole the show. Great match by the men of NXT. This was the second best match of the night, in my opinion. The women were the first best match of the night at NXT TakeOver Chicago War Games last night. And then the second best match of the night, in my opinion, was a triple threat match with Killian Dane, Damian Priest, and Pete Dunne last night at NXT TakeOver Chicago War Games for the NXT Championship. This was a good match. I did enjoy it, and Pete Dunne is your new number one contender for Adam Cole's NXT Championship. Pete Dunne will face Adam Cole tonight at NXT TakeOver. Pete Dunne will face Adam Cole tonight at Survivor Series for the NXT Championship. My bad, guys. So yeah, Pete Dunne will face Adam Cole tonight at Survivor Series for the NXT Championship. That should be a really good match as well. Now, let's talk about the final match of the night is the men's War Games match. I really did enjoy this match for the men as well. This was the third best match of the night, in my opinion, for the men for NXT TakeOver Chicago War Games last night. Undisputed Era versus Team Ciampa. Tommaso Ciampa, Damian Dijakovic, Ciampa, Dijakovic, and Keith Lee and Kevin Owens. They end up beating the Undisputed Era last night at NXT TakeOver Chicago War Games in the last match of the night in the main event. This was a good men's War Games last night. This was the third best match of the night behind the women and the triple threat. So these men put on a good match last night. It was fun to watch. I'm going to say these men had a good match last night. Great storytelling. I mean, absolutely great spots by the men last night in the main event of NXT TakeOver Chicago War Games. These men absolutely destroyed each other as well. And Adam Cole sold a 6 spot off the top of the cage by Tommaso Ciampa last night. Tommaso Ciampa put Adam Cole through a table from off of the cage last night. That was really a 6 spot by Tommaso Ciampa and Adam Cole last night. They put on a really sick spot last night from off the cage. I was really awesome looking. So great sell by Adam Cole. Tommaso Ciampa sold it very well. As he sold the spot very good as well. And Team Ciampa ended up defeating the Undisputed Era last night at NXT TakeOver Chicago War Games in the main event last night at NXT TakeOver Chicago War Games. Great match by the men, great main event. The main event was fun to watch. I enjoyed it. I mean, this match was very fun to watch. The men went out there and had a great match in the main event. So I'm going to go 10 out of 10 for my NXT TakeOver Chicago War Games review. I'm going to go 10 out of 10 for the women, for the triple threat, and for the men's main event of NXT TakeOver Chicago War Games last night. I'm going 10 out of 10. So guys, tell me what you guys thought about NXT TakeOver Chicago War Games last night. What did you guys enjoy about the matches? What did you guys think about the matches last night at NXT TakeOver Chicago War Games? What was your guys' best match of the night? Tell me down in the comment section below this video about your guys' favorite match last night at NXT TakeOver Chicago War Games last night. I want to hear what you guys thought what was the best match of the night last night at NXT TakeOver Chicago War Games last night. So yeah, guys, I'm going 10 out of 10 for my NXT TakeOver Chicago War Games review. I thought the women had the best match of the night to start off NXT TakeOver Chicago War Games. I thought the women stole the show. I like the triple threat match with Killian Dane, Damian Priest, and Pete Dunne. I like that. That match was really fun to watch. That match was really fun to watch as well. And I really like the main event of NXT TakeOver Chicago War Games with the men in the main event. I like that as well. So I'm going to go 10 out of 10 for my NXT TakeOver Chicago War Games review. So thank you guys for watching this NXT TakeOver Chicago War Games review. I really appreciate it. And tonight I will be reviewing a Survivor Series on my YouTube channel. So go hit that red support button on my channel and turn on the bell so you guys don't miss out on my Survivor Series review tonight on my YouTube channel as well. So if you guys like this NXT TakeOver Chicago War Games review, hit that thumbs up. I'd appreciate that. So yeah, guys, I want to say thank you guys for all your love and support. Thank you guys for watching this NXT TakeOver Chicago War Games review. And last night, guys, was a complete show by NXT. NXT had an awesome show last night. 10 out of 10 from me. I'm going 10 out of 10 from my NXT Chicago War Games review. I thought the show was a complete 10 overall. I enjoyed the show. The show was very good last night by NXT. NXT put on a complete show last night. Great show by NXT. And I want to hear what you guys thought about NXT TakeOver Chicago War Games last night down in the comment section below this video. So tell me what you guys thought about NXT TakeOver Chicago War Games last night down in the comment section below this video. And tell me your guys' favorite match from last night at NXT TakeOver Chicago War Games down in the comment section below this video. So thank you guys for watching my NXT TakeOver Chicago review. I appreciate you guys. Much love from me to you. And like I said, tonight I will be reviewing Survivor Series tonight. So go and hit that red support button on my channel and turn on the bell so to make sure you guys don't miss out on my Survivor Series review tonight on my YouTube channel. I'd appreciate that. And anyway, guys, thank you guys for watching this NXT TakeOver Chicago review, War Games review. I really do appreciate it. So thank you guys for watching my NXT TakeOver Chicago War Games review. I love you guys, and I'll talk to you guys tonight after my Survivor Series review. I hope you guys will tune in tonight for my Survivor Series review on my channel. And I will talk to you guys later. You guys have a great, blessed Sunday. And I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your Sunday. I love you guys. I'll talk to you guys later tonight after my Survivor Series review. So we'll talk to you guys then. You guys have a blessed, blessed Sunday. I love you guys. You guys have a great day. I love you guys. I'll talk to you guys later. Have fun. Have a great Sunday. And be safe. And just have a great day, guys. And I'll talk to you guys tonight for my Survivor Series review on my YouTube channel. Until then, you guys have a blessed Sunday. I love you guys. Take care, guys.